Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 4, which has member Atia Fikratunisa, Anissa Sri Rahma, Robiatul Adawiyah, Munirul Jinan, and Muhammad Tariq. We will present the result of our discussion of the literature review. Okay, the title of the article that we took is Teaching English Pronunciation Using Film. And here we discuss about identifying the main idea and supporting details in the literature review. This literature review has several points. For the first point is pronunciation. The main idea at this point is in the first sentence and first paragraph. The sentence is, in general terms, pronunciation can be defined as the production of important sound into sentences. And for supporting details is in the second sentence. The sentence is, first, sound is important because it is used as part of a code of particular language. Second, sound is important because it is used to achieve meaning in context of use. The main idea at this point is in the second sentence and second paragraph. The sentence is Kelly in Xiaomi 2014 stat that pronunciation is the ability to use the correct stress, rhythm, and intonation of a word in a spoken language. And for supporting details, it's in the second sentence. The sentence is, Lindsay also said that pronunciation includes suprasegmental features and their source of the language, stress and rhythm intonation. And next, supporting details. In the third paragraph, pronunciation is a way of speaking that is generally accepted and understood using the sounds of the language, correct stress, rhythm, and intonation. It is an essential component not only of learning a language but also of using that language. Without proper pronunciation, people will be misunderstood by others and they will be judged as incompetent, uneducated, or lacking in knowledge. It is also mentioned in AMAP Research Center 2002 that learners with good pronunciation are easier to be understood, even if they make errors in other areas, even if their grammar is perfect.
Genre to education. First paragraph. The main idea at this point in the last sentence. The sentence is relating to the study. The research chose animated, adventure, and fantasy as genre for the films, and supporting details at the first sentence. And the sentence is, genre is a phrase, word meaning kind. It is a category for classifying films in terms of common patterns of form and content. Genre is a style, especially in the arts, that involves a particular set of characteristics. Genre is a class or category of artistic endeavor having a particular form, content, technique, or the like. And the second paragraph, the main idea at the last sentence. The main idea of the sentence is adventure films share many elements with other genres, such as sci-fi, fantasy, and war films. And supporting details at the first sentence. The sentence is, according to Dirks, adventure films are exciting stories with new experiences, are exotic locales, and are very similar to the action films genre in that they are designed to provide an action-filled, energetic experience for the film's viewer. And the third paragraph. The main idea at this point is in the first sentence. The sentence is fantasy films are often in the context of the imagination, dreams, or hallucination of the character or within the projected vision of the storyteller. And supporting details at this point in the second sentence, the sentence is fantasy films often have an element of magic, myth, wonder, escapism, escapism and the extraordinary. They may appeal to both children and adults, depending upon the particular films. Animated films. The main idea at this point in the first sentence and the first paragraph. The sentence is animation films are distinguished from live action ones by unusual kinds of works that are done at production stage. And the supporting details at the second sentence. The sentence is animation films do not always filming outdoor, but they are created in one frame that involves sounds and series of images. When projected, the sequences of frames take on the solution of motion. And the second paragraph, the main idea at this point in the first sentence. The sentence is, the researcher will use animated films entitled Avatar The Legend of Aang. And the supporting details at the second sentence. The sentence is, the reasons of choosing the films are because of its content, clear pronunciation, and duration. For the first reason, the contents of the films are entertaining since the characters are mostly teenagers and there are always humor in every act. The second reason is the films has clear pronunciation. With this, the students will be able to follow the words said by the characters throughout available script text. For the last reason is the duration. It does not take a long time, unlike any other animated films. These films only take 23 minutes to play. This also will save time and decrease students' radiousness due to long duration.
For the last point is teaching pronunciation using film. And the main idea at this point is in the first paragraph and the first sentence. And the sentence is, pronunciation teaching is the most complicated but important aspect of ESL or EFL. And for supporting details, it's in the second sentence, and the sentence is, in the process of communication, pronunciation has great importance because successful communication takes place only with proper pronunciation. Jahan 2011 stated that bad pronunciation of English will make people misunderstand the speakers easily and vice versa. And for the second paragraph, the main idea is in the second sentence, and the sentence is: both Chandler and Maskell mentioned that it comparing the effectiveness of the different instructional approaches, the use of technology in language classroom has been widely proposed as it could increase student motivation and language proficiency. And the supporting idea in this paragraph is in the fourth paragraph, and the sentence is: Georges and Johnson observed that since students encounter visual image and audio material in their daily life, and that they are required to constantly use and interpret these images and sounds, as well as analyze and think critically about the importance of what they hear and see, the film and television are valuable material for training and preparing them to perform their learning tasks. And the third paragraph, the main idea is in the first sentence, and the sentence is: furthermore, below 1999 and Stampersky 1992, in part 1999 advanced that for English language learners, video has the benefit of supplying real language and cultural information. And supporting idea is in the second sentence, and sentence in video can be controlled like stop, paused, and repeated, and it can be presented to a group of students, to individuals, or for self-study. It allows learners to see facial expression and body language at the same time as they hear the stress, intonation, and rhythm of the language. And the third paragraph, the main idea is in the second sentence, and the sentence is: films can do what is perhaps most difficult in university language teaching, move students to speak. And the supporting details is in the third sentence, and the sentence is: Rosanen 2011 likewise found movies as a versatile tool for foreign language teaching that can be used in several different ways when teaching the different aspects of a foreign language. Besides the aspect of authenticity, film is a good source to teach speaking skill as it could stimulate student interest. And the fifth paragraph, the main idea is in the first sentence, and the sentence is: it is important to choose films the student will feel motivated to watch. And supporting details is in the second sentence, and the sentence is: Stewart 2006 state that the film can help on all accounts. And supporting details also is in the fifth sentence, and the sentence is: in short, films provides an advantageous extension of the technologies of language acquisition that have been used to teach students the basics of English in elementary and high school. And Bahraini and Time 2011 suggested that showing ESL students with extensive input from fluent native or non-native speakers, or such as via film or movie, is one of the most important ways of improving ESL learners' speaking proficiency. In addition, Sherman 2003 state that eyes receive input faster than ears. Therefore, if a piece of information is sent into forms, voice recording, and animation, one will be able to receive the information transferred through animation more rapidly compared to voice recording. This could explain why the use of film in teaching English speaking skills should be encouraged. Okay, I think this is enough for the presentation from our group. If there are still many mistakes, we all apologize and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.